What's up, guys? My name is Connor Johnson. I'm a senior here at the university. I'm here today just to talk about how the quarantine and the this pandemic has affected my final semester at the university. Talking about some of the things I missed out on, some of the things that are good that have happened for me during this time, and some of my plans moving forward. Um, the main thing that I'm disappointed that I'm not gonna be able to experience is my graduation. That I feel like that's a big time in anyone's life. Graduating from college and missing out on that would be unfortunate. But I'm not too torn up over it. Just because I feel like I've tried to make the most of the situation and tried to find any positives I can with all the bad stuff going on. For one, I'm thankful I got to play my last season of football at the university. I know there's a lot of athletes that are going to miss out on their last season or their season got cut short. And, that's just something that my heart goes out to them. That's an awful thing to lose out on a season after putting in so much work. So I'm very thankful I got to play my last season. Some of the good stuff I focused on, I was supposed to move down. I was supposed to move in with my girlfriend after my graduation, um, but I've gotten to do that sooner now, and so I've started a new chapter in my life there and down here in Oceanside, California. Um, we were supposed to get a puppy in June, and now we got a puppy in April. So that's kept me extremely busy during the quarantine, and it's something I'm very thankful for. I've been looking forward to. And then I'm just thankful and happy that my family's healthy. I'm healthy. My friends are healthy, and I'm just glad that everyone close to me is doing their part in trying to, limit the impact of this virus and just keep those around them safe and healthy. Another thing this quarantine has given me is it's given me time to plan out and reflect on like what my next step is. Um, as of right now, I'll probably have a gap year, taking a couple classes at a local junior college to meet the requirements for the DPT programs at St. Augustine and SDSU, because my ultimate goal is to attend one of those programs and get my DPT and be a doctor of physical therapy. Um, and so right now that's pretty much my plan going forward. That's what I have my sights set on, and for the time being, I'm just focused on staying sane, staying safe, and making the most out of a sad situation. I hope you guys are doing the same.
Hi, my name is Maddy Carrasco. I am a graduating senior kinesiology major, and I'm going to talk about how the coronavirus has impacted my life recently and how it might impact it in the future. So graduating, I was really looking forward to my graduation day, walking across the stage with all of my friends and celebrating, and now that's not going to happen, or it's going to be postponed. And I don't know what it's going to look like or what it's going to happen. So that's something that I'm still trying to grasp a little bit, because I was just looking forward to that day for so long, and I had it marked on my calendar and I couldn't wait. I had my own countdown in my phone. And now I don't know when that's going to happen. Another thing is I never really knew when I was experiencing all of my lasts, so I don't know, I wish I would have known when I was going to go to my last class or my last lecture, and now that it's online, I guess it's kind of in my control a little bit if I decide to go on the Zoom or if I decide to watch the recorded lecture, and it's just not the same, and I really miss interacting with all of my other peers and having that face-to-face interaction with professors and other students. Moving forward, something I'm a little worried about after graduation is now having a job during the summer. I don't know if that's going to be possible or what that's going to look like for me. So I feel like I'm going to miss out on a lot of kind of real world experience and getting more job experience and working. It's also kind of a scary thing financially, because I won't have an income with that if that happens. Also, moving forward, I was planning on going to grad school, and that's still in my plans. I just don't know what that's going to look like now, because I assumed my grad school would be in person in a couple days a week, but now I haven't been notified if those classes will be online or in person, and I don't think anybody really knows that for sure yet. So I think a lot of the experiences are just going to be different from what I expected, and that's kind of sucky. And I think for the first couple weeks of this, I felt really bitter about all of the things that were happening in my life, but now I have kind of come to the conclusion that I almost needed something like this in my life, to where it forced me to slow down and really focus on more important things like family and friends, and really still keeping those connections. And it didn't have to be face to face. It was calling someone and really still connecting with the family that I live with. So, I mean, the situation is really sucky, but I think if we can try and find that little positive in it, then it's really going to help us moving.
Hi guys, my name's Maya. I'm a senior at the University of Laverne. I was asked by my boss to talk a little bit about how this quarantine has affected my senior year. And, you know, there's the obvious. It was cut, you know, almost a full semester short. You know, our campus closed down in March, and traditionally our semester ends in May. Our graduation has been postponed, so I won't be walking across a stage. You know, I unfortunately had to say goodbye to all of my friends prematurely. You know, I've had the same roommate for 3 years, and it was pretty devastating to, you know, find out that instead of having a few more months left with each other, we had a couple days. That really sucked. I think the hardest part about this quarantine and being a senior is not knowing what's going to happen in the future. You know, as a senior in college, you make all these plans to go to grad school or get this job or go do this or move to this location, etc., etc. And, you know, right now you can't make any plans because you don't know what's going to happen in the next week or the next 2 weeks. You don't know where we're going to be a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. You know, we don't know when we're going to be able to go back to work or go back to the gyms or, you know, go to the grocery store without wearing a mask. I think definitely the part that myself and the people around me are struggling with is just having to sit still and to be comfortable with not being ambitious and not making plans and not having any expectations and being okay with being stationary. I think that's the hardest part about this whole thing, is getting accustomed to just being stationary. Yeah.
Hi, my name is SOFIA BORBON, and I'm a senior at Laverne with you guys. Educational studies major, and quarantine for me has been a little bit difficult in the beginning, but what has helped me is changing my perspective of it. In the beginning, I would see it very negatively, like, oh, I can't see my friends, all my classes are online, all my senior activities. I was really looking forward to T-Pain, but the cultural graduation celebrations, everything, you know, it really does suck, and I would say it hurts the seniors the most because of all of those amazing events that we were really looking forward to. But changing my perspective of things really helped. I look at how our earth is restoring with humanity being away because we're the problem. But not only that, just seeing how, you know, selfless a lot of our workers are. As a educational studies major, I would see that teachers weren't really valued before, and now that the children are at home and everything's online, we're finally respecting teachers for all that they do. Seeing how people are fighting for it, you know, you really see the best in humanity when you look close enough. And I think this quarantine has really highlighted that. It's nice to see how much of a community we can be when we have a common goal. So I just encourage you to keep doing it, keep staying at home, keep being safe, really focus on your loved ones. And if you miss them, call them. We have FaceTime, we have Zoom, Skype, Facebook Live, Instagram, Snapchat, like all of that, just at the palm of your fingers. So there shouldn't be an excuse. If you were like me before, I would say I didn't have enough time to do things. And now during quarantine, I've been thriving. I've been picking up on old hobbies like poetry, journaling, drawing, even exercising, which if you know me, that's rare. But it's nice doing those things and giving myself the time that I need. So I would say, keep yourself busy, keep yourself motivated, change your perspective, and put intentions into what you do. Seniors, I'm sorry, but we did it. We're gonna get through it, and our next steps are coming up. If you're like me, applying to grad schools, having interviews, I got into my first choice, and I hope you guys do too. Bye.